Howdy neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, we are on day 9 of our 31 days of Halloween, and we had just finished Seed of Chucky. Now, before we get started, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to the channel, and get ready because we're going to be doing questions for my Halloween contest trivia subscriber giveaway. It's going to be money. I just said a lot of words. It's fine. So, Seed of Chucky. Now, I know it is literally the most hated in the franchise, but has anybody actually given it a watch lately? Like, just go back at it with a fresh attitude and a fresh perspective and just watch it for the sake of it? Because, first of all, like all of Don Mancini's movies, it is very well written, well directed. You can tell they're not filming in the States or in Britain. Like it's noticeable that there are sets and blue screens and special effects making it work. But all in all, I really enjoyed the movie. But you have to remember, when it became Bride of Chucky and then Seed of Chucky, it was no longer a Child's Play movie. It was its own reboot and sequel, and so it didn't necessarily have to be a horror movie and scary like the rest of them were. They were able to increase the comedy element, and I think that in Seed of Chucky, the movie is more of a family dynamic than it really is a horror movie. I mean, yes, there's blood and murdering and guts, but that's just because it's a Chucky movie, and that's the fun of going and seeing Chucky be a nasty little and so my thoughts on that were, don't go and expect this to be a great horror movie. Go in and expect to have a comedy starring your favorite horror people and enjoy the little bit of ridiculousness that they are. I really love the family dynamic between Glenn and Glenda. Chucky and Tiffany are probably the worst parents in the world, and this is obvious, but they continue to make everything about them. They are both so selfish. It's Chucky, I want a son. This is my boy. We're going to kill people. And Tiffany, this is my daughter. We're going to try to stop killing people. Just a little slip. And then Glenn/Glenda stuck in the middle. How's about anybody think about what I want for a change? It was actually a really good commentary on how family life works. It's very Kramer versus Kramer. And then, you know, even though Glenn murdered his father, and it wasn't Glenda, it was Glenn, he also knows that his dad loved him and wanted him nothing but the best for him. Chucky died encouraging his son to be himself. He died encouraging his son to be his murderous self and continue the family tradition of murdering people, which is weird, but Chucky was still a proud father and said that he was proud of him as he died. So I know it's weird to try to compliment Chucky as a father, but I mean, he knew he was a terrible father, and he died saying so. So, booyah! Jennifer Tilly playing both herself and Tiffany was hilarious. I like that she consciously made a distinction between the two by making sure that Tiffany's voice, while still recognizably Jennifer Tilly's voice, was a bit more higher up on the register and a little squeakier, but it was still her, and it was pretty obvious why you would mistake Tiffany for her over the phone. And actually, that whole phone bit where it's like, oh my god, I can hear you screaming in the background. No, what? Bound is on TV. Gina Gershon is fingering me. The funniest line in the entire movie, I promise you. Redman. Okay, first of all, I absolutely loved you and How High and most of your stuff on Chappelle's Show, but like, I knew you knew that you were going into a low-budget Chucky movie filming in Transylvania, and I know it's Romania, but what was Romania? Transylvania. So, I'm not wrong, I'm just late to the party. Redman, not your best performance, but I'm going to forgive it because I own How High on Blu-ray. It's right over there, I can see it. See, what else did I really enjoy about the movie? Billy Boyd as Glenn Glenda was really awesome, and I love that Don Mancini pays homage to horror icons all over the place. I mean, first of all, the visuals that Ronnie Yu put in Bride of Chucky were amazing, but in Seed of Chucky, Don Mancini references beautifully Psycho and Norman Bates, while Glenn has a fly on his hand and he's talking about how he wouldn't even hurt the fly. That is a direct rip-off scene from the end of Psycho, where Norman Bates is being held at the police station, but his mother is taking complete control of his mind, and she has the fly on her hand, is talking about how she wouldn't harm the fly so that the police could see. They could see, and they'll say, look at her. She wouldn't even harm a fly. Great homage. They did a few others, a few less obvious ones. I'm really happy they killed Britney Spears off. That was awesome. I didn't know that I wasn't the only person that uses Fangoria magazine as pornography. Way to go, Chucky. That's a joke. If anybody wasn't ha-haing there, that was me trying to be funny. Sorry. I really don't have a lot to say about this movie, but it does help set up the franchise return to horror, because the theaters and the critics didn't like this movie, and so they decided when they made their next one to go straight back to horror, and Curse of Chucky is a very good horror movie. It's very true to the first three Child's Play movies, while still remaining in continuity with Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky, and even having Jennifer Tilly / Tiffany show up at the end of the movie to make a cameo to show you that she's still there. I would like to know where the kids are. I would like to know where Glenn and Glenda are, because we don't get to see them or hear from them in Curse or Cult. And so tomorrow we're doing Curse of Chucky, and it's gonna be awesome. Till next time, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.